Hello, YouTube. Okie dokie, this is going to be my 100 subscriber special. I wasn't really sure what to do for it, but I was training some melees at rock crabs, and a bunch of men started getting mad at me for arbitrary reasons, like just because I was, killing some of the same crabs as them, trying to maximize my XP. I had a pretty good 5 crab rotation going on, and a lot of men felt that I didn't deserve all of those crabs, and they were wrong. So I figure for my 100 subscriber special, what better a thing to do than a killing moids special. So I've got a timer here on my phone set for 1 hour, and we're gonna go around various locations in Gillinor and see how many different moids we can kill in 1 hour. Now each moid will have to be a unique moid. I know there's no such thing in real life, but what I mean is like a unique object in the game, so we can't just go to like Edgeville and just like kill all the moids in like one of the houses there to like maximize our KC. We need to hunt them down like the scum they are and put them out of their misery. So I'm gonna start the timer now, and we'll start hunting some moids, and maybe I'll talk a little bit about why I don't like men so much as we do it. So without further ado, let's go. Timer starting now. Alright, we got 1 hour on the clock, so obviously there's a couple moids already here. I think for this I'm going to use accurate, just to be a little bit more accurate, because I have enough strength to one-hit the moids. I don't think I'm going to go all the way in the castle. We might not find as many there, but we'll just have a little bit of a scenic tour around the place. See if we can find some of them. There's one. Yeah, you can't hide. Bam, dead. Returned to dust. Okay. No, there's nothing worth killing in here. Okay, so... Oh, shit. Get him. Perish! Got him. Okay. Where to next? There'll probably be a couple in here. There's one. Die! Okay, where else are they at? Die! 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 Yay. Okay, I think there'll be a few in Alcarid, so we'll go there. I'm just gonna count these when watching it back, and maybe put a counter on screen. I'll throw some ding sound effects in there or something, maybe this video is special enough to get a little bit of editing. Look at this, can I come through this gate? They want me to ask for permission. That's a reason I hate men, is they always think that they need to approve everything, Like I was at the sand crabs earlier, and I was like hopping worlds to find a free world, and I found a spot that was like a free world, and then this guy shows up, and he's like mad at me for like doing a 5 crab rotation. And he's like, oh really, can't you just move? And it's like, I was here first. And he's like, oh well, I was doing clue scrolls and I've been here all night. It's just like, sorry motherfucker, but you just got deterritorialized. You can't just leave and then like expect the spot to still be yours. I fucking hate men. God damn. They just think they own everything. For 95% of the species history, we had more egalitarian societies, and it's only because of agriculture, because dudes couldn't be bothered to like go hunting or identify a berry, They just want to sit around growing wheat and grains all day, and then, you know, it's like, even though they figure out how to make all the grain, and then there's just way too much grain, and everyone has like a bajillion grains to eat forever, they start stockpiling the grain, and they're like, no, me think this grain just for me. I think we got most of the moids here, so I'm just gonna go around to a few different locations. You know, it's like, you know, the species gets to a point where it has like more food, like security than ever before, and then men start like fucking, they just want to hoard it all. They're just like obsessed with like just using violence and like idiocy to like control everything, you know. And that's why social media is so bad these days and turning people into morons, because we got these weird men running the show, and they just want to make everyone stupid so that they're easier to control. And it's just like, you know, it's like men, they're anti-intellectual, and you know, they just love starting wars and killing everyone, and they're just like actually just like the psychopathic wing of the species. Like, you know, it's like that we don't actually have a use for them anymore, but you know, some people insist on being them, even though it's like, why? It's like, why would you not want to be beautiful? Like, why? Oh, I do like thieves. You know, this guy's probably been stealing from other men, but he's got to go down. Hold on. In the interest of time, let's head over to the castle, because there's a bunch of cops there, and I love killing cops. I think everyone should kill more cops. Okay, what other reasons do I hate men? There's so many, you know. Like, I mean, they're just not likable, you know. They're not funny. They're not creative. You know? They don't contribute to society in meaningful ways, you know, unless they get some sort of like benefit out of it. They like having power over other people for no reason, you know, whether or not they're competent or not, you know. They want power without any responsibility. They don't know how to dress themselves. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean. They don't know how to regulate their emotions at all. What else? They're just generally very selfish and self-destructive, which is a very bad thing for a eusocial species. This is why, you know, a lot of common ant species, the queen will only produce a certain amount of males. So basically, in order to create a female worker ant, the queen needs genetic material needs genetic material from a male ant, right? Because it needs it to make a female worker ant. It needs the DNA to be genetically diverse, so it's less likely to have defects, and so it'll mate with a bunch of different ants to increase the potential of, you know, having viable female offspring. But all of the male offspring she produces, she doesn't need to mate with any other ants to produce. They're all direct clones. And so, like, in a lot of ant species, the males aren't exactly like full members of the species. They're just drones, you know? Which I think is true for most species, I think. You know, I think the males typically are drones, and, you know, they don't really do a lot other than just, like, you know, they're good for, like, attacking things, and that's about it. You know, maybe lifting some heavy stuff if you're a species that doesn't have access to, like, cranes and, like, industrial technology yet, you know, but, like, you know, I would maybe say we humans, but I'm trying to be a bit better than human. So the humans, you know, they've got all of these they've got all of these advanced technologies now, so it's like there's no if you're a man, there's no reason to be that anymore. I don't know why you would torture yourself with such a horrid condition, you know? It's like, you know, it's like if you have the option of like living in the sewer or just like not living in the sewer, it's like men they just continuous every day they wake up and they choose to stay in the sewer, you know, even though they have the option of leaving the sewer, you know. So I don't know why. I don't know why they want to be sewer creatures so bad. Okie dokie. We're almost up to 9 minutes on the clock here. Yeah. I'll take some of these out. These white knights might take a little bit too long. They got some decent defense. Yeah, I'm not really cutting through very much. I might actually switch to aggressive here, hit a little bit higher. I don't think we'll stay killing these. This one's taking a bit too long to kill. Wait, no, I think I already got that one. We'll move on. I can't remember which of these guards I tagged and which I didn't. So I'll just grab one from over here for good movement. Actually, I think these ones only spawn in here, so I can actually kill all 3 of these. Horrid shells. These aren't real humans. Okay. Work complete. Moving on. Okay. This would be a lot. Maybe I should have made some energy potions beforehand for this. That might have been pretty cool. Yeah, so, what was it? I guess, what's that be a good topic of conversation? I don't know. So a lot of people think that all lesbians hate men, and that's not necessarily true. Most just recognize that they're, like, overwhelmingly, they're pathetic. You know, the men, not the lesbians. Or some lesbians are pathetic, but like most of them, they're doing that to try to pick up. They're just trying to rizz up and pick up more dominant lesbians. So, like, you know, a pathetic lesbian is usually just pretending to be pathetic to, I don't know, get some head pats or something. Maybe a bit of heavy petting, if she is so inclined. But, oh no. I was gonna say, I don't want to have to chase after too many of these. This is gonna drain my attack too, isn't it? Or something. I think we'll find a decent amount of moids in this area. See, this is such a classic Moid moment. He keeps casting the same spell over and over again, even though it doesn't do anything. You know? It's just like, you know, the classic method of like hitting your head against a brick wall, hoping you're gonna break through. Come over here. What have we got in here? Okay, there's a couple more in here. They're trapped in here, which is good. There's nowhere for them to run. So, yeah. So, most lesbians don't hate men. They just wish they would do better because they just, you know, it's like they hold all the power and they just wield it abysmally. You know, it's like, you know, like... You know, like, imagine like you're working in like an office, and then like one of the co-workers like goes over to like the printer and just like throws spaghetti all over it, and then just like starts like punching like the print button, and then, you know, start screaming, "Why isn't it printing? Why isn't it printing?" You know, that's kind of like how men handle responsibility. You know, like in all scenarios. I'm sure that's a great analogy. Yeah. You know, they're kind of just violent morons. And I think it would be a good thing. Like, I think you know, it's like we should exterminate all of them. It'd just be good, you know. So like, you know, if you're a man watching this, you know, it's like, please jump off a bridge, or, you know, just like, you know, become a woman. Like, you know, like, that's always an option. That's the preferable option. You know, it'd be better if you were a person of substance and integrity. Now, some of these have way too much HP and defense and stuff, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on these. Get a bit more run energy. We'll come up here. I'm sure we'll find some more. We're gonna skip the white knights. Go on. Another one. I kind of like the designs of these civilians in Burthorpe. I like how they've got individual names and you know, some of them got hoods and stuff. It's like a regional style. Ah, some. It's probably the cat. That's the Jagex cat. Oh, nice. Okay, we'll do that at the end. Maybe we can do that along the way. I've already been there. We'll come back to that. Already got that one. Oh no, some of these soldiers, they're way too high level. I'm not gonna waste too much time on them. We're trying to go for maximum Moid Def here. Penda, yes. I like killing Penda. I've killed Penda many times before. Even though, like, I'm sorry, I feel like Penda might secretly be a trans woman. You know, just from the long, luxurious hair and the feminine demeanor. So I'm sorry if you've been incorrectly targeted, Penda, but you know, like, some will have to die for the greater good. These archers. Okay, let's just try. Let's try the watchtower. I think there's plenty of moids to kill in Yanil. How tanky are these? Not the worst. We'll kill a couple of these. Die. Die. Clear. Let's go. Moving on. Eat a tasty lobster or two. Die. Why is this one so tanky? Into the ground with you. This guy right here, he's going into an unmarked grave, and I hope that they build a parking lot on top of it. I know there's a couple inside this home, so we're going to invade the home and slaughter the men inside. See, like, this is a gay couple, but as you can see from like the grand piano and all of, like the candlesticks and stuff and the fine art and all of this, they're a capitalist gay couple. So these dudes are probably transphobic, and they probably both work corporate jobs. So they're going into the ground. No mercy. I'm coming over there. Is that? Am I wasting time yet? Ah, yes! Let's go! Goodbye! See ya, mate. What about this house? Okay. We got some more soldiers here. I feel like the soldiers are way weaker than the tower guards. 2, 3, 4, a couple more. I think that one just respawned. I should really be talking about more, just to keep things interesting, I suppose. I'm just a little bit tired. I had this idea. This is my 100 subscriber special because, we got a colonel here. We gotta kill the colonel, of course. Yeah, this is like the head moid of the town. I need some help from the goddess for this one. For real? For real? Oh, die! Oh my god. This fuckwit. Okay. You know what? I think we're gonna get the bulk of our Moid kills in Artie. I was gonna try to save that one for last. See, I was debating whether or not I should make, like, guards and other forms of police worth 2 kills, but then I remembered all men are cops, so, it's, every kill against a Moid is a cop kill, so you know, it wouldn't make any sense to make them worth double points. I'm not gonna bother with the heroes and paladins and stuff. They've probably got way too high of defense. It's like, you know, we can other ones. What have we got here? Okay, yeah, we'll get this one. So we're gonna get this one, because I think this one's probably valuable. See, look, he's gonna be mad. Yeah, he's mad. See, this is how they act. All the time. See, look, and fat-phobic as well. Just terrible people. You know. It's like, look, unloved. See, look, he's gonna go off. This is what I was talking about. This is why I don't like them. Anyway. Okay, so there should be a couple around here. We'll go this way. Oh, no. Wait, no, that's Jericho. Okay, so there'll be one in this house here. Right. Door is locked. What? Activated a trap. Pick lock. Why is it locked? People lock their doors and it. See, this guy probably heard I was coming. Moving on. And we might have some guards in here. Okay, we gotta keep using the run energy. I should be talking a bit more. I'm just super focused on... It's mostly paladins and shit. I'm super focused on killing these Moids. So it's like, it's an important project. No, none here. I guess we go into Westardy, maybe. There could be quite a few in there, but they're probably roaming around now. Maybe some of the Khazad warriors might be a good pick. I'm just thinking. So if I come over to the battlefield here, there should be quite a lot of them, right? Oh yeah, let's go. Look, there's so many. Ding. Ding. See ya, mate. This one a little bit tankier. yeah, so anyway, men are overwhelmingly capitalist, and you know they ruin the world. So like it's okay to kill them. It's better to turn them into women, you know, just so that they can, you know, contribute to the future. I'm not gonna spend too long killing too many of these because they will keep respawning, and I'm not gonna be able to keep track of all the individual ones that I've killed, so I'll just cut my way through here. I'm hoping that when I tally things up at the end, we can get at least 100 moids killed. So I don't know if I'll film like a second, if I'll film like an addendum to this if I do have 100 kills, but I don't know. Maybe I'll find a nice, pleasant, royalty-free jingle to play at the end if we achieve our goal. No troops are level 1. This is just gonna be free. Listen to them scream. Isn't it glorious? God, there's so many. This is almost like 2 free. Unfortunately, Gnome Society is also just as patriarchal, so, you know, it's like, these are valid moid kills. I also want to keep some flavor, some variety. I think maybe we'll grab a couple more. We'll take the easy kills here just to get this going. So many of them. This is gonna be 2 free. This is gonna be 2 free, so I'll go elsewhere. I might just need to get some supplies. Just get a little bit more food in case we need to kill some with higher stats.
Yet another one of my cunning Floyd plans. How's it going, my little chuddy?
Yeah, I had to come back. Yeah, he had me a little bit shaken, I won't lie. Had to come back.
Outsmarted by a Floyd yet again.
I don't know if there'll be too many down this way, but I think there might be a couple. Here, what kind of dot is this? Oh, these are unicorns. I love unicorns. Oh no, only 26 minutes left on the timer. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. We'll just get as many as we can. Oh, there. Oh, there's a kill. So again, we got another one over here. Making it kind of hard for me there. Oh yeah, no. Okay, there might be. Oh, I think that might be most of them in this area, actually. Yeah. Okay, so we'll try Sears Village. One's here. Oh, okay. Got so yeah, we can't attack that one. Yeah, because I saw people training in this pub last time I was here, so there should be a few of them. Something in the ground. With that arty knight, I'm not gonna count that one twice. I just wanted to stick it to that guy. Oh no. Okay, that's net. That's minus. Okay, that's -10. That's -10 points. I'm sorry. That was a genuine misclick. I'm sorry, people. I was hoping. You know, the attack animation already started by the time I realized what I had done. So. You know, I was hoping maybe I wouldn't hit max HP there, but it's a shame. That's -10 points. Yeah, the equivalent value. But like, yeah, obviously men suck, because it's like, you look at how men behave around other men. They don't like them, you know, and the reason they don't like them is they're not really likable. They don't try to be likable, you know, because they think they just deserve everything for free, you know, like, oh, you know, I should be able, like that guy that was like had his jimmies ruffled earlier. He thinks that he should just be allowed to imprison that paladin. He believed, like, this is the problem with men, is like, if you let them get away with their regular behavior, they just recreate slavery. Like, that guy just wanted to keep that paladin as a slave so he could continuously steal from him. Like, you know. This is what we mean when we talk about rape culture. He just wanted to keep that guy prisoner and just take everything from him forever, for as long as he felt entitled to it. You know, like, that's not acceptable. You know, like, it's like, you know, it's like, he's obviously not putting himself in that person's shoes. Obviously, you know. And then when someone comes and liberates the poor soul, you know, then the person's all like, grr, you're mad, you're fat, you're unlovable, because he views it as me having disturbed his territory and property. That human being, that, well, I mean, moids aren't human, but like, You know, well, no, they are human. They're just not people, you know, because they're not of the people. They want everything for themselves. They're too selfish, so they are not of the people. So they can't be people. Okay, we got a couple in here. This is pretty good. Where else could we go? I don't have the Trollheim telly unlocked yet. Trying to think of some alternative locations. I'll go up to Bulgaria. It should have some run energy. Yeah. We'll take out these cops real quick, because I think I'm starting to run low on sources. We'll go through Barbarian Village, maybe. Go up to Edgehill, I think. Oh my god. Officer down! Okay, so this should be a good spot, because I bet you that these moids have some like antiquated, like, you know, like Nordic belief system, probably borderline neo-Nazi shit. You know, I swear I remember there being more. Kill Gunnar the Brave, obviously. He's like the head moid of this establishment. He's the patriarch, so he has to go down first. You know, break the chain of command to, you know, instill fear and confusion in the rest of them. That way they won't fight as fiercely and with as much conviction. There we go. Eat a little cake to celebrate. Num num. Num num. Now, I know there's quite a few in Edgeville, but I wonder if the detour's worth it. I think we're going there anyway. We may as well. 18 minutes left on the clock, but I need to pee really bad. I should have peed before I started filming. I've been drinking a lot of green tea, and it makes me need to pee a bunch, because it's crazy, they add caffeine to the green tea. Okay, we're not gonna be able to interrupt this. We're not gonna be able to interrupt that. They've got it locked down. It's unfortunate, so we lose one there. Yeah, it's really hard for me to for me to narrate at the same time, because, you know, I need to pee, and I'm trying to stay pretty focused on the task at hand, because this is important work. This is very, very important work.
Fine, I guess you are my little
Jump!
Come here.
You know, we're cleaning up the world, you know, making it a better place for the women and children.
I'm dead!
You know, every little bit helps. Some might judge me for doing this, you know, some people might say that this is wrong and this is sexist. Okay, but I just want to point out that men aren't real. It's just a language concept invented, and then, you know, and then some monkeys style themselves after it, you know? It's just like, yeah.
I'm banishing you to the shadow realm.
What it means to be like masculine in 2016, you know? It's like you need like a Ralph Lauren polo, and like that's it, you know? Just buy a Ralph Lauren polo or some shit. And it's like, that's not a real gender, that's a fake gender. Just gotta take care of business real quick. Oh wait, it's a different person. It's the power hobo. Actually, we'll leave the hobo. It's not the same guy. We won't terrorize him. You know, even though it's okay to terrorize men, you know, like they deserve it. But you know, that dude's homeless. You know, he's down on his luck, and you know, like a lot of trans women wind up homeless. So it's like we don't know if, you know, maybe he would transition if he had the resources. We don't know. So we're gonna leave the power hobo, and you know, there's a chance that they're an ultimate as well with a name like Power Hobo. Wait, hold on. Let me just check out some of these NPCs over here. What have we got here? Oh, nice chickens. Chickens aren't moids. But we'll go to Brimhaven. Please. Okay, I'm gonna cut into the time. I'm gonna take a quick pee break. I'll be right back. And we are back. Okie dokie. So I like pirates, so this isn't, you know, not my first choice of moid to slaughter, but you know, there's a lot of them here, and I wanted to get some good variety. another one.
Ah!
Another one. Door. Okay, I think. Yeah, monkeys count. Yeah. Monkeys definitely count. You know, there's really not that much difference in intelligence. Do imps count? I don't know. Imps got a little bit of chaos energy to them, a little bit of the dark feminine. I don't know if I can count them. Have I got this guy twice? I think I might have. Hold on. I'll try not to count him twice.
Ahoy, matey!
Putting up too much of a fight. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, okay, we got quite a few in here.
Ahoy, matey!
That one, yeah, so I'm sorry if this is a bit boring. I'm just trying to be efficient.
Ahoy, matey!
That one's gonna take too long to navigate to. We'll go around here. I want to get over here to this tavern.
Ahoy, matey! Ahoy, matey! Ahoy, matey!
Use up a lot of my supplies for this, okay.
Ahoy, matey! Ahoy, matey! Ahoy, matey! Ahoy, matey!
Plenty for now. Where else could I even go? I still got another 8 minutes left. Hmm. Eight minutes left. Oh, well, you know what? We'll just go to Port Sarum through here. And then there might be a few more there. And I think we can finish things off right. We can finish things off in like Port Sarum, I think. Come in here. Nope. Those aren't attackable. Goodbye. Okay. 5 minutes left. Oh. They really aren't. This might have not been the best spot. There really aren't too many. Ooh, there's a couple of that. Yeah, this really wasn't the best choice to go this way. There's not even anyone in the pub really. I guess we go Draenor? Draenor is kind of nearby. There's not really a lot happening here, is there? Oh my gosh. Okay. Get that jail guard. We've got 3 minutes left. I think that gives us time to get to the wizard's tower. We can kill a couple wizards. Perish. Okay, and I think see, I should have tried more pubs and stuff. I really didn't kill enough men in Varrock before, so this should. And alright, there's not even that many here ever. I suppose they're all like dispersed throughout Varrock, so it's like, you know, not the most worth it to like try search all the nooks and crannies to find them all. I really didn't want to have to like kill dark magic users, but you know, I've got 50 seconds left, so we'll have to finish up here on the dark wizards. There we go again. The classic Moid casting the same spell over and over again. Three, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's as many Moids as we're going to kill for now. So we'll I'll rewatch this and tally that up. Let's just go do this clue scroll real quick and see if we can get some hashtag bonus content. Get bonus content. Wow. Oh, I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy. I thought this would be more interesting, but dudes just aren't very interesting, so, you know. This just feels like another day at the office. These boxes. Magic and black axe. Okay. Well, yeah, that's the end of the 100 subscribers special. I'll put the total tally on screen. And that's how many Moids we managed to kill. So, have a happy Pride, everybody, and I don't know, just departing message. Goodbye.
Wait, crazy white boys and girls are watching my video. They will definitely like my video. Hey, crazy white boys and girls, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to write, "Don't call police" in the comments. Bye-bye!